time no see. Really long time no see. This is not going to be a 20-minute update video. This is just going to be a quick, to the point, what the happened to Stepdeck Princess and what the happened to Stepdeck Princess's YouTube channel. I can make videos and do the long descriptions of everything, fill people in on everything that went down. If you guys want, comment below, let me know. But my last video I posted, I made a lot of videos that never ended up getting posted, but my last video that was posted on my YouTube channel, and kind of the last communication I really had with anybody, was me, I think it was when I was at a truck stop in Pennsylvania and I started talking about my truck, the purple 389 that I was driving. I missed that truck, but not long after that, I went in for a DOT physical that turned into me being months later. This began in when my DOT card ran out, or was running out, and I went in to go get it renewed, and they discovered something weird, and that began a year-long process of me finally getting diagnosed with a rare condition called pseudotumor cerebri, also called idiopathic intracranial hypertension, and it caused and after being diagnosed with those conditions, I was medically retired from driving truck. I apologize for all the cuts and splices in this video, because it's very difficult for me to talk about this without rambling on. But anyway, I was diagnosed with this condition, and I chose to medically retire myself from driving due to the possible side effects of this condition. It's rare, so we don't know but I'm not going to get into all of it. I'm fine. I have adjusted to life. I was diagnosed with this back in 2018. It has now been 6 years. Man, I have been gone off YouTube for a long time. It's now been 6 years. I've figured out life's just a little bit different. But anyway, where am I? Where am I now? Because I'm clearly not in a truck. And I am making this in March. I have my windows open. So there's a very high possibility I am no longer in Montana. So where am I? Well, when I made my last video, I was still living in Montana. After I got diagnosed with this condition, I moved back home to be with my family for help. So I moved back to New England. A year ago, this month, I moved out of New England and moved to Arkansas. And I plan to start life over in Arkansas. And I have now, in June of last year, so in March I moved to Arkansas. June, so a few months later, I moved to Kansas City, Kansas. I live about 30 miles west of Kansas City now, and I work in Kansas City. Now that brings us to, who do I work for? What am I doing now, right? So, medically retired. I was very lucky that the last company I drove for, the owner reached out to me and said, hey, would you want to give fleet managing, dispatching a shot? And I said, sure, anything to keep me in the industry, because I knew that this is where I needed to be. I knew this is where I'm comfortable and this is what I know. Geez, I've been in this industry in the commercial driving. We'll just make that broad statement. I've been in the commercial driving industry since 2008. The math's hard right now, but we're 4 years from now, we're going on 2 decades. So we're 16 years. So I knew, I can't say I know but I do. So we established that I wanted to stay in the industry. I went over with my previous company, and they trained me. I went out to Iowa for a month. They trained me, went back home, and for 4 years, I satellite dispatched for that company. It came time for me to move on. So in March of last year, I separated from them and moved to Arkansas. And then a good friend of mine that I've known for about a decade was talking to me and told me that he was driving for this great company. He's an owner-op. And he told me about this great company that he was driving for. Said they were looking for a new operations manager. So he put in a word for me, and fast forward to now. I have been, next month it will be a year that I've been working for this company. It is Kodiak Freight of Kansas City. So that is where I am now. I am an operations manager there. They are a heavy haul company. Heavy. Hi. Kimber's still here, by the way. She's staring at me. They are a heavy haul company based out of Kansas City, and they move some incredible things. I have worked for this company for a year. As you all know, that I drove for open deck companies, 2 open deck companies before, and I pulled RGN, Stepdeck, Stepdeck Princess. So I know my way around a Stepdeck pretty dang well, or a flatbed, or an RGN when it comes to legal loads, and your standard up to maybe 14 wide, 100,000 pounds OD loads. I'm sure you guys can hear that. Okay. But I came over here and I have learned so much about the heavy haul industry. I have decided to bring my channel back because I feel that the knowledge that I have gained can be distributed pretty well through my YouTube channel. And I didn't want to throw away my YouTube channel. I debated it for a long, long time. I mean, it's been 6 years. If you're still here and if you're still watching right now, thanks. That is awesome. You're so cool. And if you just you just stumbled upon this video, hi. So where I am now, Kansas City, what do? I am an operations manager for a heavy haul company based out of Kansas City. And this is where I want my viewers' input. I thought of, because I've got some really awesome drivers that I work with now. Not that any of my previous drivers weren't, and not any of the previous drivers that I met when I was a driver weren't. These guys are great, and they are a wealth of knowledge. So I thought of this channel. I could send one of them out with a camera for a day. They can show you a day in the life of a heavy hauler. We could send the cameras out doing some super load stuff so you guys can see really cool things. One of the things I do here is I do the content for Kodiak Freight on Facebook. So I run out and take pictures and videos of all the trucks, and we talk about securement and stuff. So this is where I'm looking for everybody else's input. Would you guys like to see my channel turn into more of an educational channel? Yeah, I'm still going to have goofy videos here and there. I mean, come on. I have the weirdest sense of humor, and if I can share it with people, we're good. But yeah, so let me know. Drop a comment. You guys can look me up on Facebook. My Instagram has been switched over to mostly a personal Instagram at this point. If you guys are still on there, cool. I'll probably make a separate Instagram, revamp the Stepdeck Princess Instagram. But yeah, so let me know. Shoot me a DM. Leave me a comment. Would you guys like this channel to turn into something of an educational, entertainment type channel that specifically has to stay in the logistics industry realm? Now, I have access to a brokerage that I can talk to brokers, I can talk to carrier sales guys, I can talk to a lot of people, claims, safety. I can bring them all on here to talk. So just let me know. And if you guys feel like I can just stick you on top of a truck and you can follow a load around for a day, just let me know. But I am so thankful you all are still here. And hello to the new viewers. I hope I can turn this channel into something that you all can enjoy. And it's good to be back. And I will leave out with some clips that never made it to the Stepdeck Princess channel.